I would leave a kudos, but I'm not logged in.
Ah,
You
Tate.
still leave one. It leaves it
Right,
as
you
guest.
At least I give guest kudos.
Guest kudos.
Tate,
It just can't be more than once per some time period from the same IP address.
It's
Nice.
like 24 hours or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Tate! Big fucking radar ears and the two-directional eyeballs.
Ugh.
I didn't know who that was for, so I thought it was Terezi. And then it was June, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
So it was like an unintentional plot twist.
I missed some of it when we were originally reading, so I was like, I wasn't sure who they were.
Yes.
I asked Uber about it, and they clarified.
I thought it was first.
Uber, more like Boober.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Do we have Uber in chat? I don't know if we have Uber in chat.
Not that I've seen.
Good luck, Mafa. It's half to midnight. Yeah, it's fuck. Okay.
Rubs will never.
Oh,
Rubs will not understand. Rosemary goes to Taco Bell.
Oh, now Uber's here. Okay, cool.
Hello, Uber.
Uber.
Fic was good, Uber.
It was good.
Thank you, Uber.
Okay, so now we are going to do Rosemary Goes to Taco Bell.
You got a link to it?
Yeah, Jojo put it in the Twitch chat, and I can...
That is not...
hang on, let me...
Wait, I got it.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm very far away from my keyboard right now. There's a sequel to that, which is very short, by the way. Okay, I'll put that on the next week docket.
Yeah. Alright.
After this.
You know who I want to voice here.
Yeah.
Oh, did you publish it like
I'll do the narrator again.
Oh wait, no, it's published on the 22nd. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the Uber's fic. I gotta step out for a bit. I'll be back soon. Okay, cool. Anna will BRB. So we've got the four of us.
I'll do Kanaya.
Anna's Rose is very good.
Anna's Rose is very good.
I will narrate since I am the author of this fic.
I'm right. So we need a rose, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Do you weren't in the last one? Do you want to be Rose, or do you want somebody else to be Rose? This is Rosemary Goes to Taco Bell.
I would not like to be Rose, please.
That is okie dokie. Oh, Uber did put their fic in the chat already. I was about to paste it in. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on Uber said that there's a sequel to their fic. Yeah, alright, okay. I am looking at Rosemary Goes to Taco Bell. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, I'll be Rose.
We could wait for Anna to return.
I don't know how long she's gonna be in. I don't wanna.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Okay. Then, what have we got for tags here? Not a lot. Taco Bell, lesbians, gay, and memes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good.
I don't make use of the tag system, sadly.
That's okay. As long as you're not withholding horrible content warnings, which I'm sure there's gonna be blatant gore and like child death in Rosemary Goes to Taco Bell. Those are the most shocking things that can think of.
Yeah.
Rosemary Goes to Taco Baco.
Oh my god.
I shall begin.
All right.
Let's do this. The door to the Taco Bell swung open. The air in the facility seemed to freeze in that moment as the patrons looked up with quirked brows to see them. Rose Lalande and Kanaya Mariam, two goddesses, two literal gods of the planet, had just strode through the doorway. Adults hushed their excited children. The staff paused to look before hastily returning to their work. Rose put her hands on her hips, opening her mouth to speak to her wife.
Capitalism is alive and well on Earthsea, I see.
Rose and Kanaya approached the cash register, behind which a pubescent teen boy stood, eyes wide, shoulders drawn narrow. Rose rubbed her chin, musing over the menu. Kanaya crossed her arms, doing the same in a far more perplexed manner.
I have never heard of most of these foods, Rose.
She said, a little nervous. The boy gulped. He prayed they didn't ask him for any recommendations. It was his first day. Luckily for him, Rose seemed to know what Kanaya would prefer.
Don't worry, Kanaya. We'll get you squared away.
Rose said, rubbing Kanaya's back reassuringly. Kanaya smiled, relieved. The interaction wasn't unlike a teacher reassuring a student about a difficult school subject. Rose turned to the boy, luckily paying him little heed as she pointed at a menu item.
We'll have the 2 chalupa with a hard taco meal, as well as 2 beefy nacho grillers and a beefy 5-layer burrito without the beans.
Ah, wonderful. I hate beans.
Kanaya said.
And 1 large drink to share.
Rose finished with a dreamy, doe-eyed sort of gaze at her wife. In this interaction, Rose clearly wore the proverbial pants. Kanaya looked borderline fearful, afraid to approach the man behind the cash register, not because of any social anxiety, but because of her own inexperience with the menu. The boy was eased by the shared nervousness and nodded hastily, punching in their order, reciting their total.
You can pick the drink, Kanaya.
Rose said, handing off the large graphic-printed transparent cup to her wife. Kanaya took it with gusto, as though Rose had entrusted her with some kind of important quest. She traipsed to the drink dispenser, glad that it did not have a cashier who could judge her for indecision. By the time Kanaya selected the beverage, Rose had a tray of food. They sat down together at a remote booth, wishing to avoid any interaction with the various patrons. They weren't in the mood for speaking to fans at the moment. Thankfully, everyone ate peacefully, leaving Rose and her wife alone.
Rose,
Said Kanaya, her eyes lighting up as she took a sip of the cyan-colored soft drink in her manicured hands.
you have to try this sharp water. It's exquisite.
Rose snorted.
Baja Blast? Don't drink too much soda, darling. You won't be decent to drive us home.
Kanaya wisely set the glass down, pacing herself, already feeling the intoxicating effects of carbonation on her troll biology. She selected her beefy 5-layer... I'm sorry. She selected her beefy 5-layer burrito and bit into it.
How is the food, dear?
Rose asked, daintily chewing one of her chalupas, taking a sip of the blue drink. When she looked up from the straw, however, Kanaya's face was downcast.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing, my love.
Kanaya said hesitantly.
Is the food that bad? I'm sorry, darling. I know it's not the best quality, but it's the only stop on the way home.
No, it's not that. It's just a small matter, really.
Kanaya stammered, embarrassed. Rose took Kanaya's wrist, peeking at the inside of the bitten-off burrito. Rose scowled.
Beans.
She said, standing up the plastic chair skidding across the tile floor.
Rose, it is really no big deal. I will just have one of the grillers.
Kanaya insisted half-heartedly, but Rose could not be swayed. She marched to the cash register, and the same crater-faced teen held up his hands like Rose was holding a pistol.
What is the meaning of this?
Asked the diminutive blonde. Kanaya held back, standing behind Rose sheepishly. It would have been a comical sight to the boy, a dainty blonde speaking for a troll nearly twice her height and mass. Kanaya looked like she could bench press 2 cars, but here Rose was, crusading for her right to have a beanless burrito. We at the Taco Bell Company are happy to remake any unsatisfactory food product, the boy stammered, defaulting to the trained phrasing of the Crocker Corp Taco Bell training manual.
You ought to,
said Rose with a coldness that didn't befit the minor flub.
My wife thanks you.
Alive, she finished, satisfied with the boy's reverence.
Are they paying you enough here, young man?
The boy was taken off guard by the question. He looked from Rose to his manager, who was helping the drive-thru. No, miss, he admitted. To this, Rose withdrew her purse, sliding a few bills his way.
Buy yourself a suit and get a better job,
Rose said before returning to her table with Kanaya. After Kanaya had eaten her beanless burrito, Rose and her wife exited into the bright sun. It was a good day to be a goddess.
Oh my god, that story.
It's fucking stupid.
I love it.
God, that was
funny.
ridiculous.
I came in halfway through that. What was that?
That was Rosemary
Rosemary
Goes to Taco Bell, of course.
The best one.